Hey y'all, what's up? So I'm still very much pregnant. I went to the doctor on Tuesday, and today is Friday, December 9th. I was only dilated 1 centimeter, which is the norm for me. I usually dilate slow and end up being induced or something. Hopefully, I won't because it seems like induced labors are harder labors. Um, yeah, so any day now, she said. So she was like, just be ready. I got our bags packed. Well, I still got some stuff left to put in there, but for the most part, got our bags packed, ready to go and do the thing. It's just getting so hard to be moving around. And then like I was walking in Target yesterday and I was like having pains, and I'm like, Lord, please don't let me go and leave it in Target. But nothing happened. I was obviously so. Um, I'm still trying to go the natural route. Well, no epidural, not all natural, like home birth or nothing. Even though I wish I could do that, I would. But it's funny how people try to deter you from doing that versus the epidural. Uh, they're like, oh, it's pain and all that. I know it's pain because, I've had children before, but um, with my son, I almost missed my epidural. Like it was wearing off because they had, no, they, something, was it, did they take too long to bring it to me? I don't know, but I felt labor pains before with my son. With my daughter, her birth was fast and easy. But it's like after the epidural, you can't really feel your legs, and I remember shaking, like really really shaking, and having back pains afterwards. So I don't, like, I just want to experience it, and this may be my last pregnancy, so I just want to have the full experience. My cousin had her baby on, when she had a baby, Monday on the 5th. Yeah, it was right then. Monday. He's so cute. He was like 7 pounds, 2 ounces. Um, he looks like a little baby doll, and he's so good. Like the nurse came in there, and look, they don't even give us a nursery no more. Like they like you keeping your baby all night. They have the nursery, but it's called baby friendly, some type of program. I don't know if it's just in Louisiana, but I know like back in the day, like when you would go to sleep, they would take your baby at night. Like I had to ask for my son, but now it's, I guess they're promoting this, bonding thing. Like as soon as she had the baby, they did like the skin to skin contact and encouraged her to start breastfeeding, I think within an hour. So, which is good. But I was just shocked that he stayed in the room with her most of the time until they needed to do something. And the nurse was like, yeah, they don't promote having the babies in the nursery because they want them to bond with their parents. So that's pretty cool. She's having her baby at a different hospital than I am. But I know that the hospital that after they told me that, I was like researching, and the hospital I'm going to has the same thing. So yeah, we'll see how that is. So I'm so excited. My daughter is like every day. It seems like she's getting upset, and it kind of like gets to me because my daughter's like, oh, my cousin had her baby, and I'm waiting on my sister, and she's just anxious, like she's like this is her baby or something. But she was like, I just wish she'd come out, and she talked to my stomach like, come out, come out. So it's cute, but yeah, it's just a pain to get around, and then you don't want to go too far. And I like to get up and go when I have to, and it's like it's cold now. Last time I talked to you, I had the fan on. Now I got the heat on. It's cold, but I like to get up when I feel like it. And with this, you can't really travel or go anywhere too long because it's like, what if I go into labor and I need to? It's not like the movies, you water bag burst and the baby's out like 10 minutes later. But I never want that to happen while I'm by myself or something. So yeah, I have to wait um till everybody gets home from work and stuff. Well, sometimes I still go to the store, but don't tell nobody. So, I ain't been doing nothing but sitting around the house and watching TV like Empire and these Love and Hip Hop. I'm telling you, Empire is a show that I have like a love hate relationship. I love the show for the people that are on it. I think that the actor that plays Andre Trey Byers, I think they're gonna kill his character off because I can tell he will be um, casted into something bigger than Empire. He has like so much talent. You know, he can sing and he's a good actor. Like the scenes when he's like dealing with is he bipolar, the bipolarism or whatever, is like intense, and he plays those scenes really well. And I think he will go beyond Empire. Well, I hope so. I really like him. And Jamal, I'm tired of Jamal ass. Like I'm like, I love him. You know, like in real life and I love him in real life. That's my stomach growling. On the show is like his singing, it just all sounds the same, and it's just like real whiny. And then him with these different, like the different love interest. To me, it's like they are, I don't want to say this like to offend anyone. To me, it's like they are putting him out there as like promiscuous. Like, and then I think it reflects bad on the LGBT community. I just feel like it's just like he is, I don't know. It's very stereotypical, I think. But which a lot of this show is, so that's why there's a love hate relationship with me and Empire. But I'm tired of his storyline. You know, if him and the council gonna go ahead and get it on, I hope they go ahead and get it on. And then that too, like, why is everybody else's sex scenes? Not that I want to see it, because I'm not like Terrence Howard. Like this last episode with Terrence Howard and Anika, or Lucius and Anika, having that scene when they were about to have sex on the table. Oh, like she's beautiful and you know all that, but him, Terrence Howard does nothing for me. Never has. So it's kind of like watching. He's like my daddy or something. Like that's what he reminds me of, a father figure. And I'm not too far in age from him, so I'm not attracted to Terrence Howard. But that's my own preference. It doesn't do anything for me. Same with Taraji, like her, I like her like as a sister, but for some reason, like the scenes, the sex scenes, they don't kind of, I don't know. It doesn't work. Like with her and Tay Diggs. Oh my goodness, Tay Diggs. Somebody put on Twitter that's the closest Tay Diggs ever been to a black woman. I was laughing. I was like, true, but that's, I don't really care for Tay Diggs. He's a good actor, but personally, I don't. So seeing him on here is just like all these different storylines. Like they never complete anything. And like the Frida Gas thing, I guess she's gonna go with Shine, and now Vanessa and Andre are hooking up, which is weird to me because she appears to be so much younger than him. And somebody tried to check me about that, but I'll probably tell you about that later. I don't feel like going into it. But she appears to be so much younger than Andre. And even if they are, which even if they are like, there's a difference in age on the show, it doesn't, their chemistry, their on camera chemistry doesn't transfer to me either. Hakeem with his whiny baby ass and what her name is, Tiana, look like they're gonna get back together. And that's not, it's like everybody's story is so like jumbled all over the place. It's just kind of hard to keep up with it. But to me it's something to watch when there's nothing else on. That's enough of that. Love and Hip Hop. I was a fan of Love and Hip Hop when it first came out, like with Chrissy and Jim Jones and Atlanta when Jocelyn, when Jocelyn used to wear that little short mommy wig, and they first came out, it was like cool then. But now it just seems like it's too set up. And then I guess because these people are younger, like I think Cardi B is in her early 20s, and this little girl, Young B, and um, this little white dude they got on there talking about he white chocolate. Oh my God. And all that, I don't really care for that show, that especially that particular franchise of it. But like I said, it's something else to watch when nothing else is on. But I can't deal with them for too long. They get on my nerves. But Real Housewives of Atlanta is a show that I love. Now that's going downhill. I think that they probably need to trash it after this. Kenya with this thing trying to play this out with Matt. Kenya knows she don't want to be with no damn Matt. Like you can see, I think she initially did and thought there was a potential for something, but you can see that she is only keeping it up, I guess, to have her storyline. And Kenya is interesting on her own. I don't think she needs that, but I just don't think she needs to follow the relationship storyline. And I wish better for her. I wish that she could find someone would find her. I see Kenya with a rich white man, an older white man or something. I don't know why, but that's what she gives me. But Kenya is so gorgeous. It's just crazy to me that a woman that looks like that and that is successful and has no children is never been married. Like, I don't know, but maybe something else. But it's just like, it's sad to see her try to hold on to the relationship. Even like when she was doing the thing with the cake and then the ATV thing they did with Candy and them, it was like, oh well, just come on and do this because I have to do it. It's like you could tell she wasn't really that stressed about Matt to me. It was just like, I just need to get this check. And then Cynthia is boring as hell, as beautiful as she is, and her daughter and all that. She's boring. I don't want to see her. I can't stand her little long face ass sister. She just always look like she just like she always got that face. I don't know. It's just something about Mel I don't like, and she just seems a little shady to me. But I don't know. Cynthia's storyline needs to be trashed. Candy and Ty, same thing. Is like their baby is cute. I love Candy. I think she may be my favorite in real life. Well, that is real life. Supposed to be following their reality or whatever, but like I followed Candy before the Housewives of Atlanta. So, well, I think I did. I don't know. Maybe. I think. But I follow her career, whatever. You can say that. So, I just don't this whole thing with them with the baby, and it's cute. Might be good for a little spinoff. I think she has Mama Joyce too involved in her relationship. And that's the one thing as a daughter, an only daughter, I can understand, especially the only child thing too, is you tend to have your mama in too much of your business. So that's something that I had to get away from. And I learned that in my early 20s, like, because if you tell your mama something, your mama is even in your, like in regards to friendships, if you tell your mama, like, which we're going to see Portia and Phaedra, how Miss Joyce talking about them. But say, like me and my best friend have an argument. I don't tell my mom everything because she's going to judge it like from the perspective of this person is hurting my child. So it's going to be harder for her to forgive that person, and she's going to hold that against them. And then if y'all get back together, especially if it's a romantic relationship, then you're going to be looking stupid, and your mom is always going to have that grudge or, like the side eye towards that person that you had the relationship with is going to fuck everything up with y'all. So I don't think that Candy should involve her mother in everything. And then she, it seems like Miss Joyce is liking this attention, and it's funny, but it's going to get old quick, and it's starting to get old. Especially looks like she's going in on Phaedra, and that's sad to see her and Phaedra's relationship decline. I think they both were in the wrong. They need to grow up and get past it. But once you said so much, done so much, and you've been so distant, it's nothing that you can do to kind of repair. Well, it's stuff that you can do, but you always going to have trust issues with that person. And I'm into astrology and stuff. Phaedra is a Scorpio, and Scorpios are already very suspicious people. So once you break their trust, it's kind of like hard to get that back. The relationship with Phaedra and Portia is a little off balance to me too. I think Portia is a little more kid-minded. Like I'm kid-minded. That was all wrong. But y'all know what I'm saying. I think she's more like immature. That would have been a better word. And she doesn't have children, and she hasn't had the same life experiences. And Phaedra is a little older, so even though they may go well, astrology reference again. Portia's a Cancer, and Phaedra is a Scorpio, so it's compatibility there. But it's just that their relationship to me is just about being seen most of the time, and all that sticking out their tongue and booty this and all that shit. That's getting old. So I don't see how the Real Housewives of Atlanta would progress beyond this. And who else is on there? Sheree. I like Sheree. But it was funny when Kenya was imitating Sheree stuttering because she had it. But it's just like her in this house. Like, that's just stupid and ridiculous. Sheree need to buy her a nice 3-bedroom house out there wherever Phaedra stay at, in a better neighborhood where she was at before, and sell that shit and keep on going, because that is ridiculous to have those grown children and you gonna be in there by yourself. Like, what are you gonna do with all of that? So I don't know. She probably have a few roommates or something like that, because I can't see her. Then you want to like put all your money. I understand she's making money from the Housewives and she may have other ventures, but you want to put all your money into that house because it's going to be a big expense. I don't see her keeping that. Like, not wishing anything bad on her, but it's just stupid. It's a dumb decision. So I don't know, but their whole cast needs to be revamped with something else. I don't miss Nene. Well, I do like kind of miss her when she had when she was the shit on Housewives of Atlanta. But when she started to like fall off or distance herself, and then became friends with Phaedra and stuff, like, it was just too fake. And I think it was time for her to exit, and she's doing other things. I saw she just did some kind of comedy show with Tammy Roman, so I want to see that. My eyes might be crossing because they just felt like they crossed. The sun is in my eye. So anyway, Married to Medicine. See, I didn't call up on all the shows, y'all. I should be doing something construction, like Mother did say, but well, I have, but I don't want to talk about that right now. So, Married to Medicine, I like that show. Quad gets on my nerves sometimes, and she's gorgeous, but she just needs to give Dr. Greg a baby. Dr. Simone, I don't know. Dr. Simone is weird, and it looks like she don't want to be. I think Dr. Simone might be. I ain't gonna say. I don't know. I don't. She's just not here all the way for me. I don't know. But I don't want to talk about them. They boring. It's another thing. Like, all of these shows are something to watch when there's nothing else on. And apparently I had a lot of free time to be catching up on them. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm checking my phone. My baby should be getting off the bus. I'm always talking to y'all like around this time. But y'all, like, I had to, on another subject, I had to go in on this lady. Like, people do not have a sense of customer service anymore. I'm going to breastfeed. So, you can order, if you have health insurance, a breast pump may be covered under your health insurance plan. Like all you have to do is call, ask them if it's a covered benefit, ask them what brand or code. Sometimes they have certain brands that goes, or they'll give you a dollar amount. Different insurance companies have different stipulations or whatever. Or sometimes it's called a HCPCS code. It's like an item number that insurance companies use. So I work in the medical field, like on the business side, so I kind of know how the stuff goes. But I don't like to say that because I used to hate when somebody would call and they would be like, oh, my wife works for whatever, Aetna, Blue Cross, and I worked in the doctor's office, insurance companies, hospitals. I worked everywhere, so I had experience on all sides. So I kind of know the game, but it's just like when you're working like that, you don't want nobody to tell you because everybody's process is different. Like every company I've been to, their process is some kind of way different. So you can't really say, you work for this place and that means that they're going to do it the same way. No, not at all. So I ordered the breast pump, and I already verified my insurance that it was covered and what I needed to do. So the company that you call a DME supplier, a durable medical equipment supplier, they called me back and they told me that they canceled my order because the insurance company said it wasn't a covered benefit. So I'm like, no, I talked to them and I was like, okay. So I called the insurance company and they were like, I don't know why they said that. I think that they misunderstood or something. Like, I don't know where they got that from. So the lady from the insurance company was nice enough to call them on three-way. So we got the call on three-way. We got everything ordered. They verified my coverage. What can I get? And that was it. So I was supposed to, just wait for an email to say my package was shipped. So I never got the email. So they said within 3 days. So 3 days came, I didn't get it. So I called. And I called last night and the lady was like, oh, we don't have your order. And I was like, what you mean? She was like, oh, it was canceled because it's not covered by your insurance. I was like, no. That was previously. And she was like, well, I'm telling you, and they always give you a script, this is contingent upon whatever, every company usually has a script that they give their customer service reps. But what they need to understand is sometimes that damn script don't apply and there's other circumstances beyond that. So that's what I was trying to get this lady to hear. So I'm telling her, I'm like, ma'am, look, this is what happened. My insurance company called. I spoke to Mary or whatever. And she was just like giving me the blues. I was just sitting there. I said, who are you talking to? And she was like, excuse me. I said, who are you talking to? And she was like, ma'am, I said, look, I'm the customer, so I'm going to need you to listen to me. And I need to explain this to you because you're just trying to read me off the script and dismiss me. But there were 2 orders in the system. Some kind of way there was 2 orders created and one was canceled. So I guess she was looking at that one, but she didn't bother to look at the next one. So she was like, I'm trying to help you. I just hung up on her ass because I was like, I can't do this. I can't. So I hung up on her, called somebody else back, and the lady, I explained to her, and she took care of me well. And she was like, well, we're going to look into this. We still have to get some kind of form filled out, and we'll call you back. So I'm like, okay, hopefully everything gets squared away because I don't feel like dealing with that. I just want everything. I'm some person that has to prepare and I have to have like everything ready. I don't like to be looking for shit and not having stuff when I need it. So I want it all to be done before I deliver. So what time is it? Anyway, then let me tell you, I went to the gas station this morning and there was like a whole bunch of like black people in here in the gas station, right? So this white man comes up behind me and he said, what's up? He said, what's up, boy? Talking to the cashier. What you giving out in here, crack? And I just looked, I was like, oh no, he didn't. And the dude behind me, like before I know he saw me, like we both saw each other's expression, and the dude behind me was like, "I don't fuck with crack. What you talking about? Like, what you trying to say?" And he was like, "Oh no, I was just joking with him." And he was like, "That's not cool to say that he's giving out crack, and there's a bunch of black folks in here." So I was just like, "Oh Lord." I was just like the white man was like, "Oh no, I ain't mean nothing by it or whatever." And I don't know, maybe he didn't, but it was just like, oh, you shouldn't have said that. So I left out because I ain't want no problems. But it diffused quickly. But that was like I was like, oh, that was one of those moments like where he put his foot in his mouth because you could tell he didn't want no problems. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, these days it's just getting. I don't want to say it's getting crazy. It kind of died down. I live in the South, and this whole thing with Donald Trump winning, we got a president with Twitter fingers. Like it's so fun. Like Charlemagne, and I know Charlemagne is going through this thing with that girl. I don't even she who shall not be named. He's getting a lot of flack for talking to her, but that girl Tommy, I'll say that. But he tweeted like he can't wait till um Donald Trump lets us know something if aliens are real or something like that. It was funny, but it seems like an April Fool's joke. Like Donald Trump is really the president of the United States. Can y'all believe that? Like it's so not even because he's um a suspected white supremacist. It's just because all of them, like, come on now, like, let's be real. I don't know why people are surprised. It's just that he's blatant with his disrespect towards the African Americans and people of color. But it's like, y'all don't think a lot of these other presidents were white supremacists or suspected white supremacists or whatever? Like, come on. Like, I mean, we got to do better than that, thinking that he's just more out with it. And sometimes I can appreciate a more out racist because at least I know where you're coming from than somebody who like a closeted one. So I don't know. It's so weird, but it was real tense out here when it first happened, but now it's going down. But you can still tell. Like I see people all the time with Trump signs. They still got the signs in the yard and Confederate flags on their trucks and stuff like that. But as long as they leave me alone, that's cool. It's just a weird time for this country. And I don't really like to get into starts back up. There it go. So if it froze, I'm sorry. But that's just something you can't ignore these days is the political climate. So I don't know, I'm about to go. I think they're about to come up here. I'm going to go to Sears and some other stores and do some Christmas shopping. It's a good thing about my son. My son is a tennis shoe person, but as far as clothing, he's not really that picky. So I can buy him some jeans or something from Old Navy, and a little like he likes graphic tees. He's not really into stripes. Like he does not like stripes or plaid or anything. And which I wouldn't really buy him any stripes or plaid. Come to think about it, but he likes a graphic tee, or it has to be plain, or something with Jordan on it, or like something like that. But he is not into like these True Religion or what. I don't even know what the brands are these days. So I'm grateful for I can just find him something as long as he has some nice shoes, then he's good. Okay, so she's almost home. So I'm gonna go do some Christmas shopping today so I can have that out the way. Dang, bro. That's somebody else. But I'm gonna do Christmas shopping so I can have that out the way before I have the baby. Wrap up my presents and get that done. So I hope y'all are well. Thank y'all so much for subscribing. I don't even know how long this video is, but thank y'all so much for subscribing to this channel and everything. I appreciate y'all. I gotta let people know that I have more people know that I have another channel, but Thank y'all. I appreciate it. And I will talk to y'all later. I will keep y'all updated. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It is... Why I can't never remember this. Goodness. Let me see. Is it Miss Naturally Nola on Instagram or Naturally Nola? Yeah, it's Naturally Nola on Instagram. Let me just check. Yeah, it's Naturally Nola on Instagram. Sorry. So that's where I'm almost always on there. I'm on Twitter too. Twitter is Miss Naturally Nola. But I'll post more updates on Instagram because it's more private and I have more control over it. So anyway, hope y'all are well. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good